The ancient Egyptians were known to have had some of the most powerful pharaohs throughout history. Some of their rulers were gods in human form who were believed to be descended from the gods and were considered divine. However, there were also some really evil and cruel pharaohs. Either way, these people were undeniably famous. Here are the top 5 most famous pharaohs of all time. No. 5. Cleopatra. Cleopatra is perhaps the most famous Egyptian pharaoh in the Western world, mostly because of her romantic entanglements with both Julius Caesar and Mark Antony. She was the last active ruler of the Ptolemaic Kingdom of Egypt and the last pharaoh of ancient Egypt. When she died in 30 BC, her kingdom was annexed by Rome, and Egypt became a province of the Roman Empire. Cleopatra is often depicted in Western media as a beautiful, exotic, and seductive woman, as well as a shrewd and intelligent ruler. Number 4. Ramesses the Pigeon. Ramesses II was one of the longest reigning Egyptian pharaohs, sitting on the throne for over 66 years. He was responsible for many building projects, including temples, gardens, roads, and bridges. He also led many military campaigns into Asia and Nubia. One of his most famous achievements was the construction of the Ramesseum, a mortuary temple that was one of the largest and most magnificent buildings ever built in Egypt. It was here that he was eventually buried. No. 3. Tutankhamun. Tutankhamun is the most famous pharaoh of the 18th dynasty and probably the most famous of all time. This is mostly due to the discovery of his tomb in 1920 by Howard Carter. Before that, he was relatively unknown and barely any records existed of his life or his reign. His tomb, which was the first to be found largely intact, contained a vast array of treasures, including over 5,000 artifacts. It is believed that this was due to the fact that he died young, possibly at the age of 19. And that his tomb was sealed before any grave robbers could get in. Number 2. Akhenaten. Akhenaten is one of the most controversial figures in Egyptian history. Before he took the throne, Egypt was a polytheistic society with a pantheon of gods that included Ra, the sun god, Osiris, god of the underworld, and Horus, god of the sky. But Akhenaten changed all of that when he decided to introduce monotheism to Egypt. He is believed to have been the first monotheistic pharaoh, and he made a serious effort to erase the other gods and goddesses from Egyptian religion and replace them with Aten, the sun disk. He built a new capital city called Akhetaten, where he established his new religion. After he died, his successor, Tutankhamun, reversed many of his policies and restored the old gods. Akhenaten's religious revolution was a failure, but his legacy lives on today. In modern times, he is often seen as a symbol of the power of religious devotion and the dangers of religious extremism. No. 1. Kufu. Kufu is the most famous of the 3 Great Pyramids at Giza. He is believed to have been the second pharaoh of the 4th dynasty, and he reigned for over 50 years. During his reign, he expanded the Egyptian empire to the north into Syria and the south into Nubia. He is also believed to have been the richest person who ever lived. According to Herodotus, he had a personal wealth of over $400 billion in today's money. Kufu is best known for commissioning the construction of the Great Pyramid of Giza, the oldest and largest of the 3 pyramids. It was built as a tomb for him, but it was never finished, and he was actually buried in a much smaller pyramid nearby. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to learn more about ancient Egypt, stay tuned for more updates.